What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be discussing the box office for this weekend, more specifically Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Mufasa the Lion King, where they both had very differing box office results. Let's talk about it. So yes, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Mufasa the Lion King both opened this weekend before Christmas, and both of them very different in their box office results. We had Sonic the Hedgehog, which beat its expectations, not by a lot like I had hoped it would, but then again, it does have the Christmas corridor here where it's just like 10 days that all of these like weekdays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they all play like weekends. Like they all play like Saturdays. So you're going to have a lot of money that Sonic is going to be able to make over that span of time that it could have done this weekend. It's similar to what we saw with Wicked, where Wicked opened to 114. People thought it could go higher, and then it did amazing over the Thanksgiving weekend. And so that's kind of people are holding out for the holidays to go see these films. Mufasa, on the other hand, there's no excuses for this film. This film just bombed with $35 million. It's a severe underperformance. Yeah, it's sad because I didn't love Mufasa the Lion King movie, but I thought that it was watchable. It's fun at times. I definitely think Sonic is a better film, but I think they're both watchable and enjoyable. So Sonic overperformed, Mufasa did not, unfortunately, and so that did pull the weekend numbers down a little bit from where we saw them going into the weekend. But it was sad to watch like Mufasa like on Friday it was projected to do 50 million, then Saturday it was projected to do 37 million or so, and then it fell to 35, and so it just kind of kept falling each day. So but. Yeah, Sonic was a better film for sure, and the box office numbers do show that. So let's head over to the top 10 now, and let's see what we got. So Sonic the Hedgehog 3, obviously, number one this weekend was $62 million. Again, overperformance, doing great. $16,000 on the per theater average. That's great. That is what you want, ideally. Mufasa the Lion King, on the other hand, $35 million opening, under $10,000 per theater average, which is not great. For a film that opens in over 4,000 theaters, you want to get that number over 10,000 at a minimum. Then we have number 3, we have Wicked, which fell 40%, which is crazy because with Sonic 3 and Mufasa the Lion King eating up family tickets, that Wicked can still sell and, fall under, 40% on its, what is it now? How much weekend? It's its 5th weekend in theaters, and it's still churning out tons and tons of cash. It's an amazing film. Go see it. Coming in at number 4, we have Moana 2, which drops out from the number 1 spot. It made $13.1 million, down 51%. Again, that's a very good drop considering the fact that the top 2 films were family films that would take away tickets from Moana, that it still was able to drop in the 50 percentile range, which is great. That film's up to $359 million. And something I didn't think was going to happen is that Wicked is actually beating Moana 2 domestically overall right now. Wicked has $383 million domestically total, and Moana 2 has $359 million domestically total. And Wicked just beat Moana 2 for the first time in terms of like its weekend gross. So Wicked may very well end up outgrossing Moana 2 domestically by the end of its run, which I did not see coming. Wicked is a much better film than Moana 2, but I just didn't even think that was possible. Coming in at number 5, we have a new one from Angel Studios, Homestead, that made $6 million. It did well, over $3,000 per theater, which is fine for a film like this. So, there you go. Number 6, we have Gladiator 2, $4.4 million, down 42%. That one took a good drop of 42%. That film's up to $153 million now. The only problem with Gladiator 2 is it just had such a big budget that all of this money is like, they're not making a lot of money. They're just trying to break even. This film had a massive, massive budget. I think over $300 million. So, it's going to take a bit of time for them to start making some money. But coming in at number 7, we have Kraven the Hunter with $3.1 million, down 72%. This film is a bomb. This is insane. Down 72% on its second weekend, under $1,000 per screen, which is terrible. This film just continues to drop, and funnily enough, Lord of the Rings at number 8, with the War of Rohirrim, dropped 72% as well from its last weekend. So both of those films that opened last weekend dropped 72%. Both of them not well-received films, and both of them bombed. So there's that. Coming in at number 9, we have The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, which finds itself back in the top 10 at $780,000, down 40% from this last weekend. And then at number 10, we have Queer, that made $364 million, down 54% from last weekend. So there's that. But one of the films that is not in the top 10, it's actually number 11, is I'm very surprised that this film got to number 11. It's The Brutalist. It's a new film, A24, $266,000. It made it into the top 12, we'll say, right? It's 11th, with only being in 4 theaters. It's only in 4 theaters. It's got a per theater average of over $66,000, which is just insane. That's a great per theater average. That film's going to do well when it goes into wide release very soon. So there you have it for the top 10. If we go and check the yearly box office to date, we can see that 2024 is now under 5% away from 2023 at the same point last year. Obviously, we will not be able to catch 2023, but I think Hollywood would consider it a win if we just got to $8.5 billion. So we are close to that. We're closing on that, a little under $400 million, give or take some, away from $8.5 billion. I think at that point they count it as a win. Any money they make after they get to $8.5 billion is just extra money that they just can be happy about. But I think 8.5, they should be happy with that. So that's it. I mean, we got this coming weekend. We got Nosferatu and A Complete Unknown, which both open this weekend. They're tracking to do well, between $15 and $20 million. I think Nosferatu is probably going to do better. Seems to be a lot of hype around that movie, so I'm going to say that film's probably going to open to about $18 million. And then I think A Complete Unknown will probably open to, I'm going to say probably like 16 million, a little bit under Nosferatu. But Sonic 3, Mufasa the Lion King, Wicked, and Moana 2, all 4 of them will be playing throughout Christmas, and they will be making buttloads of money. So, if you like this video, make sure you give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new so you don't miss out on the next box office video. And me and my dad do reviews and trailer reactions, so if that is your thing, go ahead and subscribe and comment down below if you think we will make it to $8.5 billion on the year by the end of 2024. And I'll see you guys next time.